Hello, I'm Edward and welcome to Chateau Crowley. Do not let my shirt fool you this week. We are not heading off to the Bahamas to listen to reggae music, drink rum cocktails and smoke reefer. We are heading to the land of pasta. Let's go again. Okay. Don't laugh in the background, alright? It's alright, do not let my shirt fool you. We are not heading off to the Bahamas to listen to reggae music, drink rum cocktails and smoke reefer. We are heading to the land of pasta, Vespers, haute couture fashion, and some of the best food you're ever likely to taste. We are heading to Italy and we're going to show you 2 recipes using juicy red bell peppers this week. Show you how to use red peppers 2 ways. So I've just roasted some bell peppers directly on the gas ring. It's an optional step, I just like the flavour it gives, but you can just literally cut them in half and put them straight into the oven. Now, the first recipe I'm going to show you is a recipe from a guy called Simon Hopkins. He's a chef at a restaurant called Bibendum in London, and I think he's a food writer for The Guardian now. It's really simple. It's called Piedmont style peppers, and it's just a really quick light lunch that you can make for yourself or a midweek snack. So I'm going to cut this pepper in half. You want to keep the end on because it just looks pretty. So it's really hot from the grill. And then I'm just going to take the seeds out. So I just want to cut through this piece here, all that pith. It's really difficult cutting on camera, you know, as well. Perhaps a pro tip is that I should have let these cool down before me trying to cut them because they're actually kind of hot and I'm kind of burning my fingers here. So top tip is if you roast them on the gas stove, let them cool before you start doing this, otherwise you're going to make a real pig's ear of it like I'm doing at the moment. So this has got to be the sorriest looking basil I've ever seen in my life. We actually grow our own here, but I had to get this from the supermarket and it is pretty pathetic. So we're going to try and take off the best leaves that we can. We only need a few for this recipe, but that is, do not buy your basil like that. It's just not good. Grow your own basil. It's really quick. I keep saying really quick, but it's just grow your own basil.
Really quick and really tasty. Yeah.
So those Piedmont style peppers have gone into the oven. Take about 20 minutes or so just to cook through. We're now going to start making our layered polenta bell peppers, so kind of interesting. I'll be honest, I kind of always hated polenta. I hated making it because it always seemed really complicated when I watched chefs on television doing it, but since I've made it more and more recently, it's actually kind of easy. You don't have to do the fast method that chefs show you, where the polenta bubbles like a bubbling volcano and it splutters everywhere and you chuck butter and more cheese into it. Cook it low and slow. I'm going to show you this way of just leaving it for half an hour on the stove, give it a couple of stirs. The main point though, when I show you this slow version, is you've got to give it a really good stir for the first 5 minutes. Then it can be left just to sit and chill. It takes about half an hour for it to work, and that's what we're going to do today. I thought I'd come up with this dish. I was really happy. I thought, excellent, Ed's come up with a brand new dish to show you this week. No one's ever seen it before. And then Martha Stewart got ahead of me. What she does is, she just puts basically cuts bell pepper in half and then just tops it with polenta and chucks it in the oven. I'm going to layer mine up. So when you cut through it, it's going to look really beautiful and really delicious. You get all those flavour profiles all the way through that pepper. I had tomato in my back of my throat and I'm just making a real fuck up of this anyway. I've decided not to follow her version of the recipe. I mean, she's brilliant, but I I just don't like that recipe. So I'm going to layer mine up so you get all these different flavour profiles going through that bell pepper. You're going to taste all different things in every mouthful, and that's what I want. You want different flavours at different stages of eating this, and that's what we're going for. Polenta's been on the stove here for about 30 minutes or so now, so we've got it to this stage. We're now going to add our 2 ounces of butter, because God forbid I do a recipe that doesn't contain any butter whatsoever. And then we're going to add some Parmesan cheese, about 1 ounce or so.
God forbid you do a recipe without cheese.
God forbid I do recipes without butter and cheese in them, but you know, it's tasty. Then we're going to give us a good mix. Let that butter melt and that cheese melt as well. Off of the heat. I want to give that a taste to make sure it's seasoned right. Make sure we've got enough salt in there. That was hotter than the sun. Don't ever do that. Don't ever. Do not ever eat molten polenta straight from the pan. It has burnt my mouth. It was very tasty. It needs a touch more salt though.
I'm gonna be honest, it sort of looks like an internal organ.
Non più tra I farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girano, delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a dolcino d'amor. Delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a dolcino d'amor. Più avrai questi bei panacchini, quel cappello leggero galante, quella chioma, quell'aria brillante, quel vermiglio d'onesco color, quel vermiglio d'onesco color. Non più avrai quei panacchini.
Looks absolutely scrumptious.
This is my father-in-law Terry. As you heard, you're going to get a really biased view of what the food is like now, but we've done it. We've done bell peppers 2 ways.
All right, Dad. It's time to taste.
Dive in.
Okay, which one should I
You're
try?
free to say what you like, but you'll end up on the cutting room floor if it's bad. So. Basil.
I'd spend $100 at a nice restaurant for this. Absolutely amazing. Let's try a little marinara. Some of the best marinara sauce I've ever had. Let's try a little of this. This looks absolutely scrumptious. More than scrumptious. It's a cacophony of flavor. I like them both. I'm real fond of the anchovies.
Okay.
The other one.
Okay.
This one though, I love the blend of flavors and the oil, a little bit of olive oil that's in it. mixed with the flour of the polenta.
Rolling.
So you have it. I can hear the sound of Vespers, I can see I was going to say Taj Mahal, but I don't mean that. I can see the Colosseum, we've been to Rome and back, and my mother and father-in-law have just eaten me up house and home. Red bell peppers, 2 ways, fantastic. It's great sharing this food with friends and family as well, and that is what cooking is all about. If you liked our video this week, why not go to our YouTube channel and subscribe, and we'll see you next weekend with another fantastic video.
Okay, one more time.
Oh dear. Oh, it's a funny old life, this one, isn't it?